Hello world, my name is Blanco and welcome to story time number 2. This story time is going to be about my second band director who I have two stories for, so they're going to be two separate videos. That and, trying to get views. Um, so I don't care about putting her name in this video. My second band director's name was Miss Blanco. Now, in my first band video, I said, this is just sixth grade. The amount of stuff that I know should get me through the sixth grade. Little did I know the next band director I'd be coming in contact with would not teach me anything from the end of sixth grade, because like I said in the story before I moved, to about to go to high school. Taught me absolutely nothing. The only thing that I can say that she actually did that saved my life was put me on drums. Because ideally, you don't have to read music for drums. You should. Full disclaimer, you should be able to read music if you're going to consider yourself a musician. At this point, I didn't think it was of that much of a priority because reading's hard anyway when you have a visual disability. So I didn't think too highly of it at the point. Now, looking back on it, I kind of wish I would have learned to read music. Like, I wish I would have learned to be classically trained as a musician. But, hindsight is 2020. But allow me to elaborate upon the first experience I had with this teacher. I walk into her band room once I, get pushed into the school that I was at that point. I walk into her room. She's like, "Oh, I have a new student. Oh, let's get happy jazz. So, what do you know how to play?" I mean, I played trumpet for a few months. Oh, well, we're full on trumpets right now. Is there anything else you'd want to play? What's that big thing right there? Oh, that's a tuba. Can I play that? She's like, "Of course you can. We have some spares." So I tried that for like a week. Can't really get a good sound out because I can't. I've never been trained on that in particular. So never been trained on the tuba. And then she's like, "Well, you're not doing too well on the tuba. Is there any other instruments you want to try?" I was like, what's that long one with the slide on it? She's like, "Oh, that's a trombone. You want to learn how to play trombone?" It's like, yeah, I think trombones are pretty cool. And this was before I had taken any major interest in band. I want that to be clear. This was before I took any major interest in band. I'm still just in band because I think it's cool to play instruments. I don't have any knowledge of bands, don't have just anything cool about band going through my head at this point. So, tried the trombone for a little bit. Trombone didn't work either. For the same reason as the tuba. So she puts me back on trumpet, but then she realizes, let me rephrase that. Then she decides to put sheet music in front of me when she gives me the trumpet. Then she realizes I can't read sheet music. So she puts me on drums, which is the responsible thing to do. Because all she has to do is tell me what to play instead of, trying to let me read it off of a piece of paper. All she just do is tell me what she wants me to play. And then that's fine. In her mind. So she puts me on, I can't even say she puts me on a actual drum. She put me on a piece of a drum from a drum set. And it's just like, oh, just do this thing, just. And I'll admit, at that point, I thought I was cool. I thought I was coasting. I could play anything she asked me to play. Pretty good at that point. And then she basically figured out something that I would be good at and left me there for a year. That year consisted of 2 middle school football games, which meh, I'm just gonna say a hard meh to the performance at those games, and 2 band field trips where we played in front of a theater, and then we went into the theater and watched 2 shows. The one was A Christmas Story. The other one was, what was the other one? The other one was The Sound of Music. Both of those performances amazing. All of our performances absolutely terrible. But we're children, so nobody wants to call us terrible. Oh, you guys are great. You guys are trying. Aww. I don't remember anything about the football games. Nothing at all about the football games. So I can't give you any major detail about that. The students she cared about the most, I can definitely say she worked a little bit harder with. But if you weren't one of her favorites, you just fell to the side. Like most band students. And again, this was like the tail end of my 6th grade year and the entirety of my 7th grade year. My 8th grade year was slightly worse. But as I like to do, saving that for another video, I appreciate you stopping by and watching the video. If you want to, leave a like, leave a comment. I like comments. Make sure to share this video, especially if you can relate to it. A lot of people have had pretty bad band directors and art teachers and people who just didn't seem to put full interest into their craft. It's nice to have somebody that you can relate to. Peace.